Hi everyone! Hi again! I'd filmed this workout while I was on the brink of being sick, so now that I've come out the other side, I decided to do a voiceover and release it out into the YouTube ether for anyone who's like, "Damn Anna, that first workout video was fire, I'd like to see another." Again, I'm not a trainer or any sort of expert, but I found these exercises to really make a difference for me. Today focuses more on fingers, so let's get at it. I started with some light dynamic stretch warm-ups. Arm circles, head rolls, some finger exercises I learned from working in physical therapy. And oh Jesus, I was so cold right here. It was really cold. Super important to warm up the body and fingers when it's chilly and you want a hangboard. For today's hangboard warm-up, I started again with 3 sets of 10 shoulder shrugs. 1 minute rest in between. Then I went on to 3 sets of 10 knee tucks, 1 minute rest in between. Oh hey look, a chair! Nice! I then did 3 sets of 10 straight legs side to sides. Not really sure what these are called, but try to keep your legs straight. You can bend your knees if they're too hard. To finish the hangboard warm-up, I did 3 sets of 3 slow lower down pull-ups. Just like I mentioned in the last video, I really like these to transition between warming up and working out. On to the hangboarding. I do a cycle where I hold for 10 seconds on a hold, rest for 5 seconds, and repeat this 5 times. A reminder that when hangboarding, it's super important to keep the shoulders engaged the entire time. I then rested for a minute and repeated this entire cycle 5 times on different holds. I mentioned before I was on the brink of sickness, so I actually cut this workout in half. Usually I'll do this with 10 different holds or finger positions. In this video, I started with 4 fingers on the biggest slots. Then I moved into 3 fingers, pointer, middle, and ring, on the biggest slots. I then went to a 4-finger hang on the smallest ledge, and the set after that was 3 fingers on those same small ledges. My last set I hung from 3 fingers, middle, ring, and pinky this time, on the biggest slots. You'll notice for some of these, I didn't have the strength to hang with my body weight for the full 10 seconds. I placed my feet on the chair to take off some weight. You can also move the chair back to make it a bit harder. I'm one of those people where hanging on 3 fingers is actually easier for me than hanging from 4, so I guess that's a fun fact for this episode. It is a fun fact, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I do, yeah.
If I continue this exercise, sometimes I do 2-finger hangs, slopers, offset hangs. I try to keep it creative. After a decent rest, I moved on to hangboard campusing. This is great when you don't have a wall to climb on. Reminds me of them climbing days.
What were those days called?
Them good old climbing days. I put my feet on the chair to make it easier, and then for a minute I just brought my hands to different holds. Usually I'll do this for 2 minutes, but I was feeling particularly tired today. I rested for 45 seconds and did this exercise 3 times. To make it harder, you can dangle one arm completely before placing it back on the hangboard, or just get rid of the chair. You can just fully campus on the hangboard. I then moved on to jug hangs. These are super helpful if you're doing a lot of sport climbing and struggle with endurance. Add weight to yourself. I added 10 kilograms, and hang as long as you can. I aim for about a minute when deciding what weight to use. Rest a minute and repeat 3 times. For legs today, I went with the brutal squat jump cycle. I jump for 30 seconds and rest for 30. I did 3 sets, but I've been known to do 4 sets. Now for some core. Last time I did a 10-minute core workout that crushes the soul. This one still involves soul annihilation, but it's quicker. Start with 1-minute plank. Once a minute is up, go right into 3 slow, perfect push-ups. Then go right back into a minute of plank. I do this 3 times, first with military push-ups, then with wide push-ups, and lastly with extra wide push-ups. To make it harder, you can do more push-ups or planking where you see fit. After core, I moved on to some band exercises. These side pulls are really great for working antagonist muscles as climbers. Find a beam or a pole or door frame or whatever you have access to, and wrap the band around it. Slowly do 15 reps on each arm, in each direction. Try not to go past 90 degrees when returning to center. Then I take the band off the beam and flip my hands to the supinated position, or palms facing up. I don't know if any of y'all are studying exercise science or anything, but I remember supination of the hands is palms up because it's like you're holding out your hands for soup. You can't carry soup with the back of your hands unless you're pronated. Okay, right, so then I pull the band out to my sides in this position about 8 times. After these, I move on to what I call the band discos. I hold one side of the band with one hand and pull diagonally with the other. This can be done from below and above. I do 15 reps on each hand. To finish my band exercises, I like to do wrist curls, pronated and supinated. I'll do around 50 reps on each hand, each way. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll repeat the cycle 3 times. Today I was feeling low in energy, so I left it at 2. Lastly, stretching is super important. I like to take my time and really stretch every muscle I can think of for about 1 minute. Regularly stretching really makes a difference in climbing performance, and I highly recommend it as a cool down after every workout. Hopefully I've added some more workout ideas to your databank while we're all in quarantine. Now that I'm feeling less sick, I'm hoping to get back out into the workout grind. Let me know if you find these videos helpful or entertaining, and if you'd like to see more. Stay safe, isolated, and happy quarantine, everyone.